I'm always talking about the Washington State shit show, cannabis, and here's an example. So I am not going to play the audio again just for proprietary or digital rights media excuse type stuff. But I would like you to check out this documentary. Uh, right now, this is just part one. The YouTube channel is Black Excellence in Cannabis, and a Facebook friend of mine made this documentary on a collective called The Game. It was Game Collective Medical Marijuana Group. So, in the well, if you're in a legal state, um, medical legal or recreational legal, uh, you're going to learn that there's always hurdles for you to as you get involved. So these guys were part of the medical industry, which at the time all you needed was a city business license and an agreement with the city folk around you that you can exist. No one's going to give you a hard time. The barrier was low, and there was many minority owners that were there or that were part of this scene. And so these guys at the game or Game Collective, uh, they were doing well. And Aaron Barfield, actor and or director and producer, talks about. Let me see if I can get to the highlights because he does pop out some infographics. Because here he's talking about in the beginning in the medical market, there were over 3,000 dispensaries, and a good portion of them were minority owned. A lot of black community. Seattle has a strong black presence, and so a lot of guys own stores. Big fucking deal, right? It just seems that in 2011, when there was a series of raids going on, uh, they targeted this guy, and not only did they target him, so he's got a business. He was doing well. He was trying to create that legacy wealth for his family, and the DEA decided to do the opposite. In fact, as they talk about the raid in here, um, they were referred to as the N word, a word that I can't even say if I'm just trying to repeat it. But um, this is a horrific story, and you might think, well, oh, he's guilty. I think you're probably thinking that just because he's black. Um, Look, man, this guy, if he was such a bad guy, he would be behind bars for a long time. But instead, uh, he got 5 years probation, a $25,000 fine, and a warning not to screw up. Okay, this guy is not a criminal. This guy was not a bad guy. He just happened to be a black man successfully making money, and that's all there is to this one. Um, there was no reason for him to be singled out. Uh, and it's not just him being a black man; it was just being successful in cannabis because Lance Gluler was successful in cannabis as well and got prosecuted. In a newspaper, one of the articles, when you look up this gentleman and his story, um, they refer to him as a flashy owner. And that kind of talk is just ridiculous, right? Like, uh, what the fuck does a flashy owner mean? You're someone who's a man of wealth, a person of wealth. You're allowed to buy nice things. You're allowed to treat people that you love to nice things. You're allowed to give stuff. You're allowed to do whatever the hell you want. Because apparently, I thought this was America, and that's why uh, I do what I do. Because again, back to this cannabis criminal thing, I've already made a couple videos. But as an activist, my only power, my only uh, my power, my weight, besides being a grown up, yay. But apparently, I thought being in America was supposed to be being an American, being born in America was supposed to be some sort of higher bar of justice and equality and um, humanhood, personhood. Is that a thing? but it's not, because we're hurting our own people, black, white, brown. I mean, we have to make this law equal. You know, give everybody a chance to learn good business, because that's what cannabis teaches you. Uh, you learn how to acquire it. You learn what quality is. You learn how to price it. You learn how to sell it to others. You know, and essentially you sell to self, but you learn how to do a business, whether you're on the farming side, the middleman side, transportation, auxiliary. There's all kinds of ways that Americans can prosper from this industry. And again, I'm not in the goddamn industry. I'm just a guy who wants to stop going to jail. I'm just a guy who doesn't want to. I don't want his kids to be at risk. I want to be able to send my son pre rolls from Washington while he's in college. I mean, that'd be great, but we're not there yet. Besides the case that I just showed you that happened in 2011 during medical time, there are several things going on here in Washington that are infringing upon people's rights, and this needs to end. Period. So yeah, thanks for joining me for this ramble. Check out the Black Excellence in Cannabis site. The guy's got some good stories. He's just building up his base, I guess, or whatever. But again, I'm here to promote anybody that's having a positive message and telling the truth and giving you information to run with if you want. So, like, subscribe, all that crazy stuff. Thank you.